In a land where ancient traditions meet the pulse of modern innovation, China stands at the point of critical change. As industries transform and the economy evolves at unprecedented pace, we continue to go deeper into the heart of society where no one should be left behind. In the heart of Chongqing, cradled by the majestic ruling mountains, here the earth breathes life into medicinal herbs. Among the champions of this fertile land stands the Taiji Group, a beacon of traditional medicine here in China. With its star product, Agritum Liquid, their influence resonates nationwide. Yet with success comes a new challenge, the need for more local herbs to meet that soaring demand.
Chinese herbal medicine resources were once mainly sourced from the wild. Now, due to the large number of users and broad range of applications, these resources have become seriously depleted. My university major is Chinese medicine, and I have been with Taiji Group for more than 20 years. After China's National Administration of Traditional Chinese Medicine introduced the Law of the People's Republic of China on Traditional Chinese Medicine, the Chongqing Municipal People's Government supplemented it with the regulations on traditional Chinese medicine in Chongqing. I read these regulations in detail and focused my study on the cultivation section. At that time, I thought that if there were specific laws and regulations to regulate and standardize the cultivation of Chinese herbal medicines, it could significantly promote the sustainable development of these resources and enhance quality assurance. This led me to consider making legislative proposals in this regard.
With the continuous expansion of the Taiji Group, locally supplied raw materials can no longer support the production of the pharmaceutical factory, prompting the group to purchase large quantities of herbal raw materials from other regions. Mr. Yu, head of the technical department of Chongqing Fuling Pharmaceutical Factory of Taiji Group, noted that having a large-scale planting base of medicinal herbs as support would eliminate many production constraints. Unexpectedly, he really encountered such an opportunity. On September the 2nd, 2021, the Legislative Affairs Commission of the Standing Committee of the Chongqing Municipal People's Congress sought opinions and suggestions on the Chongqing Municipal Regulations on Traditional Chinese Medicine. This was a draft from the grassroots level legislative contract points in the Fuling high-tech zone. Mr. Yu held the mindset of proposed increasing support for the construction of Chinese herbal medicine production base. To his surprise, the legislative adopted his suggestion in its entirety. The second paragraph of Article 27 of the regulations is amended to state Department of Agricultural, Rural Affairs, Forestry, and others shall support the selection of the production of local varieties of Chinese medicinal herbs in this administrative region, promote the standardized planting and breeding of Chongqing-produced Chinese medical herbs, to also support the construction of production bases for Chinese medical herbs, cultivate and protect the well-known brands of Chongqing-produced Chinese medical herbs, and of course to facilitate the application of Chongqing-produced medicinal herbs for national geographic indications. After the implementation of these regulations, Taiji Group has vigorously developed the planting base of Chinese herbal medicines in the cities. In Fuling, large areas of the perilla and the pinelia can grow all over the hillside. This showcases the power of the grassroots legislation in reshaping industries by bridging businesses, communities, and lawmakers. These contact points connect local needs with legislative action. They draft laws that not only support businesses, but also enhance the community welfare. I'm at the legislative meeting room here. All right, so I can point out at the table there in the far corner, that is a legal or lawyer representative, okay? Beside him is a contact point officer. The gentleman in the police uniform is a policeman. The lady here is the DPC, she's the District People's Congress. Beside her, the two gentlemen are contact point officers. These gentlemen here, along the front, are all company reps, company representatives. All these gentlemen here. Okay, so I've been sitting in this meeting for about 30 minutes now, and we're covering the Chongqing Industrial Design Regulation Draft. Pretty complex, and that's why they have a lawyer in here to guide them along on what is the law. Then we have people making suggestions on maybe how to change the law. It is a very wide aspect here. So we have to understand that this is a meeting to gather information, to give opinions, just like we saw in our first series, where people were allowed to give their opinions, maybe changing laws from an individual standpoint. This is a company standpoint. We don't normally see this in a Western, Western environment, or Western, we'll say, my society in Canada. Canada is more, you have a municipality, city hall, that would be it. If there is a problem with bylaws, you would take that up with another division. But here, it's all under one table. You have the companies, the lawyers, the contact people, and they will then take that message and try to make any changes or any proposals to a law or certain regulation. Pretty fair, if you ask me. Okay, so now the meeting has just concluded, and I'm gonna try to get some of these members here to talk to me because I have a lot of questions. You're a contact point officer here in Fuling District. Why did you decide to take on this role?
I'm a deputy to the local People's Congress at grassroots level and the party secretary of a community, which means I have the most direct face-to-face contact with local residents. I have put forward 2 suggestions at today's legislative consultation meeting. These 2 suggestions were gathered from various grassroots workers in the community and local enterprises. Regarding Article 12, I suggest that the government should ensure a favorable environment for high-quality talents to innovate. My second suggestion is that we need disruptive and original industrial designs to continuously strengthen our new quality productive forces. These are my 2 suggestions. I am honored to serve as a legislation contact point officer at the grassroots level. Every time I review a draft law or regulation, I compare it with similar laws and regulations in other provinces and even other countries. And I also actively reach out to the community, factories and mines, and all walks of life to hear more voices from the public and collect high-quality suggestions broadly. The laws and regulations that are formulated through our collective wisdom will be more comprehensive, more practical, more grounded, and more effective in both operation and enforcement.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Yan, for sharing that with us. Well, this is interesting. We're in an industrial park now. Normally, the contact points are in communities. And why is this the only contact point here for industries in Fuling?
Chongqing Fuling High-Tech Zone is the first 100 billion yuan industrial park located outside the downtown Chongqing. In May 2020, Chongqing Fuling High-Tech Zone was designed as one of the first 5 grassroots-level legislation contact points in Chongqing, and it is also the only one set up within an industrial park among the 39 grassroots-level legislation contact points in Chongqing for now. As of the first half of 2024, the grassroots level legislation contact point of Fueling High-Tech Zone has completed the opinion solicitation of 32 laws and regulations, including the regulations on the promotion of small and medium-sized enterprises in Chongqing Municipality, the regulations on the land management in Chongqing Municipality, the regulations on the promotion of scientific and technological innovation in Chongqing Municipality, the regulations on the prevention and control of pollution from ships in Chongqing Municipality. To date, it has submitted a total of 514 opinions and suggestions to relevant committees of the Municipal People's Congress, with 69 of these being adopted by the legislative bodies.
As Chongqing flourishes, so too collaborates with its industries and legislative bodies. The people of Fuling are crafting their destiny, empowering laws that uplift and inspire. As we reflect on these remarkable changes sweeping across China, let us embrace the ultimate goal of ensuring that every voice is heard in this society. In a future where democracy thrives, no one should ever be left without a word in this ever-evolving environment. Let's commit to building a future where everyone's aspirations are acknowledged and celebrated, creating a China that is truly represents everyone. Today was another very emotional day here, understanding one man's journey, one company's journey to revolutionize an industry, to help you, to help me, and to help the world. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex. Bye for now.